First, the headlines. State observes National Unity Day to commemorate 146th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. MPCC remembers Indira Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, dictatorial rule has no room in democracy, says former Chief Minister O. Ibobi. Steps taken to check price gouging during festive season, asserts Chief Minister N. Biren. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. The state observed National Unity Day 2021 Rashtriya Ekta Diwas today to commemorate the 146th birth anniversary of late Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India, at the 1st Battalion Manipur Rifles Parade Ground. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said, "Unity can be achieved through equality, mutual respect, understanding and development." He maintained that the observance of National Unity Day gives a message to everyone that despite differences in cultures and traditions amongst various people of the country, we can build a strong nation, defending our unity, integrity and security by following the path of our great leaders. Remembering Sardar Patel was one of the greatest freedom fighters, the government has built the world's tallest Statue of Unity, as a tribute for his selfless sacrifice for a united India. He further informed that the government has decided to launch Go to Village 2.0 from 2nd November 2021 across the valley districts of the state. Camps will be organized in the district to reach out to the citizens at their doorsteps, explain government programs and its benefits to the people, and ensure timely delivery of services to eligible beneficiaries and address their problems.
Honorable Minister Singh, Honorable MLA Singh, I Manipur Chakut and Banataka Chakut and the Vaja Kugi Kutule. I go in a documentic Matam Kaiko Praja, the Matam Doringe. Dumbasava Kanga Lako, you ever Angambo by Tauruga, honoring Hay. Amadi Gomangi Labiriba official singer. I'm the sincere winner. How I am a Tabuk Tolling Day. Manipur Singasi, Hagalibus the Yaqui, Yam Kuna Pagatung money. Madam the Manipuriam saw Wolavangate, Population the Ambulamate, Yanka Hanalambi, Kudong Sadaba, Sangum Lamdaba Taren, Sam Sativa, Labanate, Pampaki Ladyba, Awatapa Ladyba, ma'am, Masi district level da nini humni mela ki type of game hanga government officials sing hanga antak na khungang mamanga sangiba maina antak na khungang sangaroi district headquarters natraga district amagi mafam ani humda pulap oina khillaga government officials sing sapiraga cover tawna ba.
As part of the observance, the Chief Minister led others who took part in the observance in taking the National Unity Pledge. He took salute from 9 marching contingents, including BSF contingent, CRPF contingent, Civil Police Imphal West, Civil Police Imphal East Male, NCC contingents, boys and girls. The marching parade was commanded by Deputy Commandant of 8 IRB, K.H. Robinson, MPS. Former Chief Minister of Manipur and also leader of Congress Legislature Party, Okram Ibobi, has said that Congress is a firm believer in non-violence and that dictatorial rule in a democratic country is a dream. He said this during the observance of the 37th death anniversary of former Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, and 146th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel today at Congress Bhavan at BT Road, Imphal. The observance was organized by Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee. Speaking on the occasion, O Ibobi said, as India is a democratic country, Congress does not have any problem when people cast their votes for the candidates of their choice. It is useless pursuit to rule the people using force, he said. Expressing concern over the price hike of essential commodities in the state, he said around 80% of the people are affected by it. He stressed the need to introduce a state policy to ensure availability of essential commodities to the people. Distributing some free cooking gas to the people will not suffice, he said.
Non-violence, ahimsa yaudaba ahimsa da madida hoi thaljabani prajasingna apamba mohina apamba any party da mokoi ki ayeng secret voting ni mana apamba da bijaba aduna koi party ki himsa haiba masi mayok strongly Congress party di condemn tawi nampu sason tawni haibase kana rodo mangla ni masi lasting su koi na policy da tawraga Manipur ki lair ba praja singu sengna nungsibiba targati gas cylinder amani puthoga lemna piramni subsidize maduna kanaroi lair ba below property line ni makhata leibasing se akoina subsidize tawre cylinder amada lupa changa dagi satuk tagi helaroi haidana ko madugi awat pa khopati state government biar ta utare na adumaina gat laina policy maga loina thona laina chongthoragati lair ba nungsiba government ni high other gas cylinder ama buto lem yele subsidize tawre maduding hakki publicity ni lair basing da hena wana na bathoksini.
He further said Indira Gandhi and Sardar Patel contributed towards bringing unification of the country. The younger generation must remember their work. Top leaders of MPCC offer floral tribute to the portraits of the two late leaders. Chief Minister N. Biren has asserted that steps to check indiscriminate height in prices of essential commodities ahead of the festive season are being taken up and that those involved in undue price hike will be punished according to law. He said this during the flag-off ceremony of a motorcycle rally giving the message of unity from Haptakang Jaibung today. The rally was organized by the Manipur Police Department as part of observance of National Unity Day commemorating the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Biren said the younger generation must remember the contribution of Sardar Patel in the unification of the country. He appreciated the participation of the riders in the rally and for spreading information on unity.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ji adugumba India bu punsul lamba one India Bharat Pramudha celebration tawuni ngasi ekoi Manipur da su adugi strength to utpoina ngasi ekoi home department na Manipur da leiriba royal riders sings aduga youth sing madubu nationalism gi adugumba ngasi gi journey amatang tawnana baina khona organize tawuni drive adu ngasi mi thousands buki mayada mayam loina voluntary lakpi ra khoi hauji sidagi na mau rom da salaga mau dagi mo khoi keno ta na khoi gi Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose ki matum da mana Bharat ki machuho ki firan yung khiba moirangi mafam du ta na salakanda solidarity amadi unity DSC pangthokpani.
Talking about price hike, he said legal action will be taken against those shops which sell goods at exorbitant price during the festive season. CAF and PD department is initiating measures to fix prices for commodities which will be pasted at every shop for the customers. Talking about speculation of reopening of schools, he said the government has not issued any order in this regard for the time being. He asserted that appropriate action will be taken against those who spread such false rumors.
India rasu hujiki hairiba variant chi lakpagi akoi pau phange Manipur da koi airport ta karida koi madugi section thorang mau gi area jiri gi area da dum matam gi lakpagi matung ina koi dum section thorang lokhle nan makta da private school khara hange kholi gain thobudi am ta budi am ngai te da magi kusira sibang tuk to busima to bino maram di sidi live and that ki question ni angang sing ayam amma infect to guna Sultanpur da kai da tawri do mayam daina appeal tongling basi maru in law enforcing agency policing aduga deputy commissioner concern lairiba aduga SDO khangde am khangde mase sugumba ain khaiba aduga state government gi oiba momentum or order ma laktri phawdi private sing kari gai se similar treatment or kana moida ai warning pina basu hai gre action long na basu hai gre adum to bidana.
Around 1,000 riders took part in the bike rally. The rally, which started from Haptakang Jaibung will reach Mao Gate and culminate at the INA complex at Moirang. Youths of Irangbam Ward number 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 under Oinam Assembly constituency organized a peace rally at Irangbam this morning, showing their support to aspiring candidate from Oinam Assembly constituency for the 12th election to Manipur Legislative Assembly, Irangbam Ongbi Nalini Alais Mema Devi. The rally began from Irangbam Mapalkang Jaibung and covered the 5 wards of Irangbam. Pradhan of Irangbam Grand Panchayat, Irangbam Gope kick off the peace rally organized by the youth team of Nalini's supporter. Member of youth team Irangbam Kiran Kumar said the 5 wards of Irangbam extend their support to Nalini Devi.
Oinam Assembly constituency asigi adum loba mingwena hangatcharabada Irangbam Ongbi Nalini Kendra sigi miyamadi hodo indona me mahina khangna biribi akoigi candidate intending candidate sigi akoi ngasi si Irangbam kugangi naharol sing amadi salisen pulamak punsal harakanda akoi Irangbam kugangda amatta oina koi santi oiba adum loba koi reliyama sarnaba sem sajabani.
The Rhythms of Manipur organized a cultural show at the Manipuri Jagoi Marup Auditorium at Lamboy Kongnangkong to raise funds for 7-year-old Athoibi Kumam of Moirang Kumam Lekai, who is currently undergoing treatment at the Apollo Hospital in Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, Secretary of Rhythms of Manipur, R.K. Sanatomba, stated that Rhythms of Manipur has picked up recognition both nationally and internationally through their cultural performances and exhibitions. Today's cultural show was put together by the organization to help Athoibi Kumam. The amount raised through the show will be handed over to the family of Athoibi Kumam, which will go towards her treatment, R.K. Sanatomba stated.
Maigai Kyadagi, Huziksi, fundraise gi, Thorum Singh Sinbagi Pau Lay, Aduga Koidesu, Kongpaldagi, Chasing Amana, Koida approach to Birakpani, Aduga Koinasu, Anaba, Chasigi Su, Kitang fundraise, event Singani, Sidamatang Pang Biu, Haina, Koida approach to Rokosa Koisu, Yamna Harao Yazabani. Matang Kitang, Koigi, Maigai Dagisu, Matang Pang Zaboina.
It may be mentioned that Athoibi Kumam was diagnosed of brain tumor and had undergone her first surgery at the Apollo Hospital in Delhi. She is to undergo a second surgery for which the family requires assistance of around rupees 8 lakh. Intending candidate of National People's Party and PP from Moirang Assembly constituency, Thongam Shanti has said that the party do not mislead the people. The party has been trying to inform the people about various developmental schemes taken up by state government and the government of India. He was distributing e-Shram cards to 152 beneficiaries of Moirang AC. The distribution was jointly organized by NPP Moirang and Moirang Kendra Progressive Front under Ministry of Labour and Employment to avail the benefits of e-Shram to the people of the constituency. President of the United Committee Manipur UCM Konthaujam Joy Chandra has accused the government of not keeping their words, stating that the Minister of External Affairs had assured that a central team will be sent in October to inspect the border fencing. However, October has come to an end, yet there has been no word from the ministry till now, an appeal to the concerned department to look into the matter. Joy Chandra made the statement while speaking to media persons during a conference to deliberate on the issue of the integrity of Manipur, organized by UCM at Maipa Banquet in Palace Compound. The president of UCM informed that today's program was held in connection with the public rally was held in 2018 to safeguard the integrity of Manipur. UCM will always stand against anybody or organization that threatens the integrity of Manipur, he said, and warned that no tribe or community of Manipur should do anything that will threaten its integrity. Joy Chandra then appealed to all to come together and strive towards building a united Manipur.
Ngasi External Affairs Minister na Oktogi tha manung asidai ngasi India gi oiba aduba border
mutkaga ai udari hawro hairo da hairo ka ai udabne khangdeba
sayen na ribo border pillars sing
asigi
aduba verify tawgani haibodo ngasi gi October gi tang 38 oire masi athuba matamda haikiba wa ngangna chapiu haina United Committee Manipur dagi ngasi gi External Affairs Minister oiriba ming oina pallabada RK Ranjan bu gi mafamda thamjari.
Ex-Professor of MU Joy Kumar, Associate Professor of MU Chinglen Maisnam, Associate Professor of GP Women College K. Indra Kumar, Assistant Professor of DM College Dr. Arambam Noni, and President of UCM K. Joy Chandra attended the program as moderator, resource person, and president respectively.
Ngasi vote lefiba election tawriba candidate sing haiba tare matam amada laiba ki wakal su kayung khandaba laikai gi social service amasu yaudaba adugi mathakta mahangna thika khara tawraga natraga mahangna paisa tanba maigai umda changaga paisa pari gi faira kanda ngasi power fai ge na vote lefiba khaliba wakalon sing ase aikoi masi ngasi gi parjana munna khallaga lamdam masigi iramdam masigi Manipur gi apun ba saktam kaibe haina lepkadaba Manipur gi development tawba ngamgadaba amadi aikoi gi Manipur da economy gi down lady base center dagi adugumba scheme mayam puthabang ngamgudaba adugumba miyoida aikoi sing amasung tamda aikoi adugumla mihutsing do khansi haibido miyam da thamjari aduga aikoi hauji sik riba singi oiba politics haigada aikoi selection gi thabak asisu ko yaragadi sing da su aikoi laik laisu haiba aikoi gi adugumba se so mayam amasung laire mokoina yengjen biraga aikoi gi democracy gi chap chaba wan thokta vote tawbiu.
Bearers of All Manipur Working Journalists Union AMJU for the term of 2021-2023 have been elected. Athopam Jitain has been elected as Vice President, KH Nauba as General Secretary, A. Birjit as Joint Secretary, L. Shanjit Kumar alias Bhakta as Treasurer, L. C. Pritam alias Leichil as Secretary of Manipur Press Club, A. Priyo as Publicity Secretary, L. Arish Rona as Secretary Administration, Laivon Jimmy Lamkang as Secretary Organization, Mayang Langbam Vidyapati as Secretary of Games and Sports, and A. Binod as Internal Auditor. Meanwhile, 3 senior journalists, Arkeni Maising, Rosendra Ningomba, and K. Saroj Kumar Sharma, have been nominated as Advisory Committee of the Union for the said term. Community Home Isolation Center CHIC for COVID-19 set up at St. Joseph Higher Secondary School at Sangai Pro and State Academy of Training at Takialpat in Patsoy Assembly Constituency was closed down today. The centers were declared closed by the MLA of Patsoy Assembly Constituency, A.K. Mirabai, today at her residence at Tabungkok. Members of Jila Parishad, Pradhans of Gram Panchayat, doctors, nurses, ASHA workers and volunteers of COVID-19 Patsoy Kendra Committee. During its service, the centers treated around 1,000 people. All those attended the event observed 2-minute silence to all those people who died of COVID-19. The MLA offers certificate of appreciation to the frontline workers of COVID-19, like doctors, nurses, ASHA workers and volunteers of COVID-19 Patsoy Kendra Committee. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Mirabai said the pandemic has immensely affected the people around the world and continues to affect. As the fear of COVID third wave still persists, she sought the support from the candidates of the upcoming general election to jointly fight the pandemic. MLA Mirabai also extended her appreciation to the people who extended monetary and manual support.
First wave da aikoina laithokibana second wave ta asukki matik awaba thengna ki eba karamna thengna ki oxygen phangdabagi awaba positive oiraba adugumlaba awaba tarba praja singna phamung phangdabagi awaba ahum subada ICU phangdabadagi ngana chong phanduna leibagum awaba khangiba madu uruba matamda tongan ba hangdoi sarkarna adubu ICU haibase yaudabana maram oraga doctor matik chana leitabadagi lariba awaba kayama thengnaba Jennings hospital da phamung matik chana leitaba makoina sedadi ICU mafam chama hangdoe haiduna hai thabak oinadi ngasi bawba mapung phana paikhatpa udaba.
As India celebrates National Unity Day on October 31, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the country is becoming fully capable of meeting any internal or external challenge. He, however, asserted that the country will be able to achieve its goal only if people stay united. Prime Minister Modi, in his address to the nation on the 146th birth anniversary of first Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, said that on every front, be it land, water, air, space, India's capability and resolve are now unprecedented. Today, deriving inspiration from him, the country is becoming fully capable of meeting both external and internal challenges, he said. Prime Minister Modi further emphasized how in the last 7 years, the country has been freed of many decades of unwanted loss. India recorded 12,830 cases with 446 deaths over the last 24 hours. With the new cases reported, the total caseload in the country stood at 3.42 crore. With 446 deaths, the total reported death count reached 4.58 lakh and the active caseload stands at 1.59 lakh, which has declined by 2,283 over the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, India's recovery rate stands at 98%. The country also reported a total of 14,667 recoveries, which took the total count to 3.36 crore. So far, India has administered a total of 68.04 lakh doses in the last 24 hours, which brought the total tally of doses administered to 106.14 crore across the country. Immediately after returning to the country after attending the G20 summit and COP26, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold a review meeting with districts having low vaccination coverage on 3rd November at 12 noon via video conferencing. The meeting will include districts with less than 50% coverage of the first dose and low coverage of the second dose of COVID vaccine. Prime Minister will interact with district magistrates of over 40 districts in Jharkhand, Manipur, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Meghalaya and other states with districts having low vaccination coverage. Chief Minister of these states will also be present on the occasion. As the leaders of the world's 20 major economies gathered in Italy's Rome on Saturday for the G20 summit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlighted India's fight against COVID-19 pandemic and said that India is preparing to produce more than 5 billion COVID-19 vaccine doses for the world next year. Addressing the session of a two-day summit centered on the issue of climate change, COVID-19 and economic recovery, Prime Minister Modi put forward the vision of One Earth, One Health to the world. To deal with any such crisis in future, this vision can become a huge force in the world, Prime Minister Modi said. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. State observes National Unity Day to commemorate 146th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. MPCC remembers Indira Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, dictatorial rule has no room in democracy, says former Chief Minister O. Ibobi. Steps taken to check price gouging during festive season, assert Chief Minister N. Biren. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.